In this video, I'll go over some of the coolest Minecraft builds that you can think of, but instead of looking at things that take months to build, we'll look at some super simple ones that only take a couple of minutes. So please subscribe because it doesn't hurt you and I'm uploading daily all through the summer. Anyway, let's get on with the video. The first build I'm going to be showing you how to make is this cool looking farm that I made. Now I did see this farm on TikTok, it's not an original idea, but I thought it was really cool. As you can see, it's like 4 circles with a little stepping stone up here, and you got a few lanterns and fences around the area. It's nice, small, and neat, and a nice way to spice up your farm instead of having just rows of crops. To build this farm, what you're going to need is obviously oak logs for the outer edges, some spruce fences for the decoration, along with some lanterns. Then you're going to need quite a bit of dirt and seeds, and finally you're going to need a few buckets of water. To get started with this, start out with a little 3x3 area in the middle with just logs facing up. Then on each of the corners you want to go 1 block out and place blocks up like this. After you do that, what you're going to want to do is place a little L on the end, 3x3 on each side. Now that you finish that, what you're going to want to do is make each side into a circle by just mimicking what you did on this opposite side. So for example, on one circle, you're going to go up 1 like this diagonally, and then across 3, and then diagonal back down, connecting it like this. You'll do that for each side right here. Now that you have this sort of shape completed, what you're going to do is make your little levels. So you can go ahead and fill out your first level with dirt right here. Break the center and put water in there. Then while looking at your build like this, go to the left circle over here and just go up 1 layer. Now that you've done this, go ahead and fill out this whole area with dirt, and just so it isn't as annoying, place 1 block down here so that way you can place your water. Now you're done with this layer. For the next layer, what you want to do is build 3 blocks like this, and then make all the logs of that circle the same height. Once again, obviously just fill it out with dirt and place your water in the middle. Now it's going to be very much the same thing on this side, just 1 block higher. So you're going to place 3 blocks like this, and then just even out all the sides. Fill out the dirt, place the water. Now you can plant your seeds over the whole area. And now you're ready for the last step, which is just to add a little bit of decoration. Now I like to keep it simple right here. I just added a couple of fences in random areas along with a couple lanterns on top. Maybe I'll place a couple lanterns on the side like this. But really, I just like to add these lanterns and fences just to spice it up a little bit. You know, it's a little bit of a weird build with nothing on it. Plus, you need light for your little farm, so you got to add something for it. So now I think we should be done. Now, obviously, this will look a lot better if you have a lot of stuff around it, like some houses and everything, even just a little path leading up to it. But for now, I think this is a very good idea for a farm, and it's a lot better than just those rows of crops. For our next build right here, it's going to be a lot smaller, and it's going to be the bakery. Now, the first question that might pop into your mind as soon as you see this is, why is the steak $39 and the apples are $1? How does this make any sense? Now, what you're going to need for this build is a few barrels, a few cobblestone walls, a few fences, a few hanging signs, lantern, item frame, it'll just be a lot easier if I show you how to build this. So to get started with this, what you want to do is place 2 upward facing barrels with a 3 block gap in between them. Then 2 blocks in front of those, place 2 barrels the same way. Then on top of each of those barrels, place a cobblestone wall, and then after that, place a fence on top of those. Once you've done that, come to the front of your shop right here and place 2 stairs on these front barrels like this, and then place 1 in the middle. After you've done that, hop over the counter and then place 2 furnaces like that. Then on the back wall right here, place 3 compost barrels. After you've done that, to complete the walls, what you want to do is place 2 fence gates like so. After you've gotten done with the outer walls right here, what you want to do is go up top to here, and on top of each of these fence posts facing inward, you want a trap door. Once you've got that, go ahead and place 3 slabs connecting each side right here. Then place 1 slab on top in the middle. Once you've done that, go ahead and connect each of these spots right here with the slabs. Then, making sure your trap doors are facing inward, go ahead and connect these trap doors right here. Now you're done with most of it. All you have to do is add the detail and the prices. So across these stairs right here, what you want to do is place your oak signs with no text on them for aesthetics. Do the same thing across the back of these furnaces. Once you've done that, once again hop over the counter and just place a trapdoor like this, and then go on this side, place a trapdoor like this and open it. After that, place a trapdoor on this side of the counter above the middle stair. Then what you want to do is place item frames all around the shop. Then what you want to do is place an item frame on top of the empty composter, on top of the 2 furnaces, and on the right side of the front counter. Then place a lantern right there. Now we'll we'll make the prices. To place the sign the right way above the lantern, go ahead and shift click your sign like so. This makes it to where it connects like a little V at the top, whereas if you just place it normally, it connects like that. At the top of the sign, what you want to do is write whatever you're selling at your store. For me, it's going to be apples. And then hit enter 2 times, go down to here, and then type whatever price you want. Do the same thing for these other 2 signs that you place right here. Now that you've done that, go ahead and smack these with a little glow sack. And if you want to put a little spice to it, I like to add a little bit of color to each of these. Now we're still not done though. We have to do our final step, which is place our product inside of the store. So go ahead and place a couple cakes right there, maybe a steak right there, maybe an apple right there. It doesn't really matter. It's however you like it. You can flip them around whatever way you want. I like to just flip them to face inward. Also, you don't have to do this, but I like to make the floor stone bricks just because I feel like it makes it look just a little bit better. And there you go. You got yourself a nice little bakery. Now this next thing isn't really a build. It's more of something that you can add to your build, and it is envelopes. You can put these envelopes anywhere, like along pathways, maybe in a mailbox or something, but I think they're really cool. Now to make these envelopes, what you need is light gray dye, red dye, white banner, and a shield. Also, you're going to need a loom and a crafting table. To make this banner, all you need to start out with is light gray dye in there and go for the X right here. Once you've done that, go ahead and replace your light gray dye with your white dye. And once you've done that, go ahead and scroll all the way down here to the one that cuts off the whole right side of the banner. And that's your first type of envelope done. Now to make the second type, you want to start out with the same step right here. Go ahead and scroll down to this X. Then once again, replace it with the white and scroll down to the one that cuts off the right side. Now the only difference is once you put it back into here, you want to add your red dye right here and go to the little circle right here. Now you've got yourself 2 different banners that look like envelopes. The only problem is whenever you stick them into item frames, they have a little stick on the end right here and they're not centered. So to fix that, what we have to do is combine them with our shield. To do that, all you have to do is throw the shield into the crafting table like so. And this also gives the envelope a nice little outline, so that way it looks a little more clean. And now you got 2 types of envelopes that your friends can be like, oh wow, how'd you make those? Oh, that's so cool. And then you can just be like, yeah, no, this house doesn't lead anywhere. My next build is for all them big guys and gals out there who want to eat in Minecraft. It is the table build. Now this isn't just any other table, it's got nice bowls on it. Look at that, you can eat your salads or whatever you want. To build this, what you're going to need is dark oak trapdoors, spruce slabs, spruce trapdoors, spruce signs, stripped spruce wood, gray carpet, and some decorated pots. Now this is a very simple build to get down. All you have to do is place 2 pots side by side like this, and 1 block behind them place 2 pots like so, then connect them with the stripped spruce wood, and on the outside of both of them place 2 stripped spruce wood. Once you've done that, go ahead and place trapdoors on the very end and around all of the pots. So now your table should be looking like this. Then everywhere where there's not a trapdoor on all the sides, go ahead and place empty signs like so. Now to finish the table part, all you have to do is place gray carpet across the top like this. Now you could stop here and have a nice little table all to yourself, no chairs or anything, but to add chairs to this, what you want to do is place slabs in front of the trapdoors like this. Then use any trapdoor right here. I like to use dark oak just because I think it looks the best, but you can use spruce or whatever and just place 2 of them on top of each other like this and flip them open. Do this for every single chair. And now you got yourself a nice little dinner table. Anyway, that's going to be it for this one. Like I said at the start of the video, I upload daily, so be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of them. Anyway, that's it for me. See ya.